Man, we're here for another episode of Sports Talk Unfiltered, where we talking sports all the time. Man, there's a lot to talk about. We can get into a lot of NBA stuff tonight, since that seems to be what we all what's going on right now, and we'll try to get into a little bit of this and get going. Man, hi, first of all, how everybody doing?
Doing all right.
Good, good,
All
good.
right.
Good. All right, first thing is up, man.
Can't hear
Look, man.
Tony.
Oh, we can't hear Tony.
Can't
I
hear
heard Tony.
Tony. Oh, he must be speaking in sign language. See?
Oh no, I did.
He whispering. He whispering.
No, we can't hear you, baby boy. You gonna come out and go back in and see if we can get
You got to take it off mute.
you? Hey man, Tony is a technical guy, man. Look, man, come on, man.
Exactly.
He probably got a whole switchboard
Exactly.
over there, man. Come on, man.
Exactly.
No,
Exactly.
Tony, we can't hear you though. All right, he froze. Let's get him out. That look crazy. He'll come back in. All right. First thing, there you go. Let's see what we got.
I heard Noah's.
Cancel that one. There you go. Yep.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah.
You had it on mute, huh?
I'm not.
Will do. All right, first things first, man. Listen, man, I don't know if y'all got a chance to see what happened. We do a good tone, see what happened with Minnesota and Rudy Gobert
Oh,
punching this
Lord.
guy on the sideline. Man, my question is, man, look, man, was that warranted? Was it too harsh? Seems like to me, man, that they really did this at a playoff time like this.
Well, they
Yeah, it
don't.
was
I don't think
warranted.
they care.
It was
I
warranted.
agree.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
No, it was
Because
definitely warranted, man. You can't. Well, he was kind of soft, so if nothing else, it was warranted because don't nobody got respect for him because he like slapped him like he was on the playground and then ran behind the teacher. So that might be why it's warranted as much as anything else because he was kind of soft with it. But no, it just the appearance of it, and they feel like they don't need him anyway. They may be trying to acknowledge the mistake they made and giving up everything they did to get him.
Boy, they
So.
made a big mistake then.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right, so what do you think, Elliot?
I mean, it's to me it was a family squabble that just happened in the public, man. But them guys, it's like brothers, so that kind of thing's gonna happen. Can be expected. It really wasn't no real punch. I mean, more of a slap.
So you think?
almost
Do
like
you
a
think? Do
push.
you think this suspension is more going on that we don't know about behind the scenes?
Well, I
'Cause
mean, they had to do something because it was actually, it was public, so they had to do something. They had to do some kind of.
I mean, this the play-in game. I mean,
reprimand.
that's big,
They
man.
had. Yeah, I mean, they
Sometimes
know they.
sometimes people jump ahead of stuff to make sure the NBA don't jump in too. You know what I
But
mean? Like, okay, maybe we just gave them one game. Maybe the NBA was gonna come with 3. You know what I'm saying? So now maybe the NBA might be like, okay, they
right.
self-imposed a 1-game penalty, so we'll just step back and not do anything. So it could be some of that too.
And it is playoff time, but they actually play a little better without him, in my opinion.
What do you think? How was
Yeah,
that?
but they lost a couple other people. You know what I'm saying? McDaniel punching the wall was like
That was
OD
stupid.
dumb, bro.
Come on, man.
Man, that's crazy.
That was some Ben Simmons type of stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, man. What we got? Lakers, Timberwolves, man. What we got? Who you got? And why?
Man, the Lakers.
I don't care.
Okay, that's an easy round.
I don't.
They should win that. I mean, that's
Yeah.
expected.
You keep.
But it's not like they're playing Golden State, Phoenix. So this right here, this is an easy task right here. This is a tune-up.
You say this a tune-up?
Mhm.
Yeah, I got the Lakers.
You got
I
the
got
Lakers.
Lakers.
Yeah.
Who you got, Tone?
I got the Lakers too.
Howard, who you got?
They should win it. The Lakers should win it.
Is
Should.
it gonna be a blowout?
But
No, Lakers ain't
I
blowing
think
nobody
that
out these days, man. They
I
letting
think
people skip.
the Jaden McDaniels thing is huge because from what's been said, he's played the best defense on LeBron than anybody in the NBA has. So, in saying that, if he's not on the floor, then I don't
Yeah,
know
he
who's
won't
going to
be.
be the check him. He's not on
Yeah,
the
he
floor,
definitely
so
won't be.
Who?
I mean, it's the
you
playoffs.
know what
It
I'm
really don't
saying.
make a difference.
Jaden McDaniels, he the one that punched the wall.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I,
punched a wall, a wall. He ain't
yeah.
punched. He punched a wall and
Punch
didn't
the
think he
wall.
could break his hand. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I
Kind of
don't know.
mess, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. All right, who you got in this
Yeah,
Atlanta Miami? Look like to me Atlanta might pull this out. You think they gonna pull this out?
man, they down by 5 now. Miami done came back.
Yeah, they didn't came back. They was down by 13
Yeah,
at one time.
but I
No, they was
still.
down by 24. They were down by
24.
24.
Well,
Yes,
Oh, it's just that's just the third. Yeah,
and it's
I
yes,
the Heat probably got this.
they
All right, so
blowing it, man.
yeah.
But the thing is,
they
both of
push.
them got a second chance to get in there. So whoever they got to play next,
No,
they 9 times out of 10.
no. Oh wait,
Yeah, they do.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
that's
they
right. That's
do.
They
right.
got a
They
losers
7 to
bracket.
8. Yeah, they 7 to 8. That's right.
Yes,
Whoever
That's right.
win go on to the next series.
Right.
yeah.
Right, and
They
the
go
losers
to the series.
they go to the
They
playoffs,
go to
right?
the 7th seed. They go to
The
the 7th
7th
seed.
seed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the
hmm
loser get to play the winner of the next game, the Bulls against the Raptors.
Well, let me ask you a question. Who do you think is coming out now that you're seeing how this is all playing out? I want to talk about this series, the Clippers against the Suns.
Mm.
Man, I think that's going to be a good series. What you guys think?
I would have had it
If Paul
as a
George,
really close
yeah,
series if Paul George was there, like you said.
if he was playing, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
The Paul George thing, I think, is going to end up hurting them a lot, and so I think at the end of the day, they'll probably end up losing maybe 4-2
So you think it's going to go 6?
yeah. I
tops.
say the same.
Yeah,
I say the same.
Elliot, what do you think?
I think if we got a healthy Paul George, it's a competitive series. I think Phoenix and 4, man.
You think it's a sweep?
Yeah.
Wow.
mm.
Wow.
Yeah. It's just too much Kawhi for that. You know what I mean? For me to think that not only.
But he can't do it
So
by himself,
I
Tom.
figure like this, no man. So what's gonna happen is one of these games, Russell Westbrook is gonna be the Russell Westbrook of old. Then the rest of the games, he gonna give you the turnovers, he gonna give you all that stuff. But one of them games, he gonna drop
Okay.
25 to 30. You know what I mean? So
5.
in that, you know what I mean, like in that situation, I feel like they're able to get a win.
Okay, yeah, I give him a 5 then. I give you that. Westbrook gonna show out one game just because.
All right, who you
And Westbrook been playing
go
with the
ahead.
Clippers, man.
Yeah, he been ball.
Westbrook been playing balling with the Clippers, man. Who
Gotta
did
chip
that,
on
man?
him.
Who just did that, man?
Told, Toe always got something up his sleeve, man. Toe always got something up his sleeve. I'm telling you, he always got something up his sleeve. He got some kind of toy, some weird sounding machine or something. He got something
Man, he's
Hey,
stupid,
look, man,
man.
we're gonna come back to the playoffs here. I want to go down through
You
every
got me with that.
matchup. I want to go through every matchup and see what you guys think about the matchups. But look, the
Oh
Ravens
Lord Jesus.
signed OBJ. Do y'all think that this signing is going to cause Lamar Jackson to want to stay with the Ravens?
He gonna stay anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you think he
wanna
could be?
wanna stay? No. Gonna stay? Yes.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Want to stay? I know he gonna stay. Do you think that's gonna make him want to do a reversal.
It may.
Nah, they
It may.
on a 1 year deal, bro. That means next year it's gonna cost you 50 plus, or you need to let me go. So yeah, I think they're good.
He
I
gonna play
think
out
this
this
is
year and then go from there.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree with Tom. He gonna play out this year and then see what happens. I don't think he want to be there, but they ain't gonna do him a franchise him again next year.
So you
So
don't think?
I
So
mean,
you
they
don't
just
think
had to
that
pay him some
OBJ?
money.
You don't think that does anything to his psyche?
No,
OBJ on
because
a
just
1
like
year
Tony,
deal.
Tony made a point 1 year. So Tony made a point on that 1 year. So they thinking about winning it all this year. That's the only thing I can think of. I would say
Elliot.
he got some receivers and stuff around him though.
Yeah, I think.
Can't say that's gonna be a problem.
Well, he don't have a choice about being there. He got to be there. He's gonna be there at the end of the day. Now, do he want to be there? I don't think so, and I don't think Beckham changes that. I think he still want out, to be honest with you. But he's not gonna get that.
So y'all, so he's
No,
he's
'cause they,
he's with them. Ain't nothing he can do about that. He might as well
I
just
don't
go
think
ahead
so.
and let that dream go about getting traded.
he go,
Yeah,
he gonna
it's just
sign
a
that
matter of somebody
franchise tender
offering them the
and
deal.
he gonna
I mean,
sign
the
that
coach
tender
still in it though.
franchise
You know what
tender.
I'm saying? Ain't the coach still in it? Y'all
Bam
think?
Adebayo now with
Yeah,
8.
Yeah, they
yeah,
still
yeah. They can give up
But
some stuff.
I can't see
They,
them giving him 15 to 18 million dollars and OBJ coming unless he has some sort of inside assurances that maybe Lamar will play at least one more year. You know what I'm saying? It just seemed like it would be crazy for both the Ravens and OBJ to do that, not knowing who gonna be their quarterback. Because everybody like Huntley. The backup quarterback is always the most popular person in the building till they relied upon to be the dude. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
but I don't
saying?
think
well,
So
you
OBJ.
saw what happened.
I don't think OBJ care who quarterbacking. You can tell him you coming from Chesterfield, the quarterback, and he would have went for that 15 million. He wasn't getting that nowhere else.
No,
nowhere else.
nah,
yeah,
but he
he
Yeah,
gonna
probably
put
would
that.
have got it.
yeah.
Oh, it was money. Most of it was money.
No,
I go with
that
that,
was
but at the
95%. It was money.
most of it was money.
15
I go
million.
with that, but I still,
He got an
15
18 million,
million.
15
but they were,
million guarantee. Well, nobody
but
giving him that.
but they
Nobody.
but they were
Don't give him
talking
no
to
guarantee.
each other
Nah,
too.
man, y'all be
They were
surprised.
talking to each other too.
A 1 year deal, a 1 year deal. A lot of teams would do that.
I don't
If
think
a
so.
lot of teams will probably stay on that, I'm doing the 1 year deal. What the problem is when you got to try to lock up somebody like OBJ for 3, 4, 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Where you want that guarantee to be 15 million a year for the next 3 years, so a guaranteed 45 million. I think that's what would have scared
Somebody
teams.
would have given him 15 million, 18 million, but I don't think they would have given him 15 million guaranteed. They would have
No,
given
not
No,
guaranteed.
they'd have given him 6 million,
guaranteed.
and then them
The only
other.
difference between a guaranteed salary and other stuff is if it's multiple years, then they're saying we're guaranteeing at least a certain portion if we decide to cut you. If it's a 1 year deal, it's pretty much going to be guaranteed anyway. So his salary is 15 million. He has up to 3 million in bonuses that he can earn if he achieves
Right.
certain milestones.
They would have
So
did that,
my
but somebody else. I don't agree. I think somebody else would have given him 7 million, and then they would have put all these clauses that he would have to reach to get to that number. I mean, man, he would have to. They'd have to win the Super Bowl. He'd have to be the MVP of the Super Bowl. He'd have to have over 1,000 yards receiving.
I don't know, man. I think the Rams would have gave him 15 million or close to it.
Why?
Because they would have wanted him back. They dumping other salaries. They got rid of Ramsey. They got rid of the linebacker. They got rid of one of the linemen.
Why you don't think he would have went to the Rams?
Because I think there's something with
Lamar?
Lamar Jackson. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
They done talk, man. Lamar
Yeah, I
coming to
believe.
play with him.
And right
They
then,
done
it was
talk.
between two teams. It was between the Ravens and the Jets. And word is he called the Ravens the Jets the other night and gave them an opportunity to at least match what the Ravens were doing because he would rather be there with Aaron Rodgers than going over there and not being 100% sure whether or not Lamar coming back.
Yeah, but Jets ain't giving them 15 million though.
No, they backed down. So they didn't want to do the 15. But the Jets can't really do anything right now because they got to wait until they get Aaron Rodgers in, then renegotiate his contract so that he's not counting $60 million against the cap this year. You know what I'm saying? Or $40 million, whatever the case may be.
Would y'all pay?
You know,
Let me
I'll
ask
say
y'all a question. Is Aaron Rodgers worth $40 million a year right now?
for 1 or 2 years, probably.
Really? I
Probably.
don't think
So
so.
if you telling me, like, we could say the same thing about, Josh Allen. At the end of the day, at least
No.
Aaron Rodgers has done it before. You know what I'm
No.
saying?
Yeah,
My
but you
thing is,
can't.
I don't care how good Josh Allen is. Even in his greatness, he's making mistakes in the big game and everything. So he hasn't gone over that hump yet to prove that he can do it. Whereas at least at worst case scenario, Aaron has done it before.
Yeah, but when did he
A
do it?
long time ago. How long ago was that though?
Yeah, when did he do it?
It was just 2 years ago. He was a back-to-back league MVP.
I don't
So
understand. What did that
I'm
get?
talking about this. Oh, okay. You talking about the MVP? I was talking about the Super Bowl.
Yeah, what did that
yeah,
get?
but I mean, it got him back-to-back MVPs.
I mean,
That's
see,
what
the
it got
thing
him.
is with Josh Allen, see, he young.
Yeah,
You don't pay
not
him that
Josh.
No,
because
no.
he's young.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you pay young when you talking about 5, 6, 7 years. When you say 2 years, that would have been like a couple years ago saying, is Brady worth going to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Yes, if he get you a Super Bowl in year one, absolutely. No matter what you had to do to get him was worth it.
But that's
How much
the
they
goat,
give
though.
Brady?
It was like 25 was his salary,
Right,
and then in
okay.
bonuses he got like in the
Right.
30s.
Not 40.
No, this was just year one.
Right. 25.
So no,
And he was looking out for the team anyway.
Yeah,
He wasn't
Brady
looking out for them to
Brady
sign
always
other
look out for
contracts.
Aaron Rodgers
Oh
is not
well,
looking out
Yeah.
for no team.
that and by that
No.
also, Howard, by the
No.
time Brady said he was a free agent, ain't nobody had no money left. So it ain't like Brady could, you know what I'm saying? Like Brady announced really early that, you know what I'm saying, that he was gonna go do this or whatever, and everybody had spent most of their money or was preparing because they weren't sure what Brady was gonna do. So Brady was like, okay, spend that money on some linemen and I'll come there. So he took less money.
He don't care. He about to make a whole lot of money broadcasting.
Who,
Man,
Brady?
I tell you,
Well,
man.
the Hawks
Yes,
have it.
indeed.
The Hawks have it.
He
They
is
won it.
about to collect.
Well, they moving ahead. Oh, they just scored again to make it. It was 9. Now it's 7.
8-07. Yeah. They had it. They shouldn't have never lost no 24-point lead.
Who that?
Shit. The Hawks.
I mean,
You can't play.
it's still in the third quarter.
Oh yeah, no,
It's the third, but I'm saying in the first
it's
in the
9
first
now.
half they had a
It's 9 now,
24-point
but
lead. 15 at the half.
It's a minute left in the third.
Right. Yeah, that's
That
crazy.
Trey Young is a liability.
I heard they thinking about moving off of Trey Young.
They
should have
probably
moved off
will.
of him this year. When
They should have been
but
done it.
Here's the thing though. So I've been down there. Trey Young is in Atlanta. Like he gives them hope. Like the fans love this dude. You know what I mean? So you can't, even though Murray to me is a better ball player, you can't tell the fans of Atlanta, nah, we replacing Young with Murray. You know what I'm saying? Even if it means giving us a whole bunch of other stuff. And then I don't know that Trey Young is gonna have that kind of market. He ain't getting no Rudy Gobert trade. He ain't even getting a Kyrie Irving trade.
Well, no.
Yeah, nobody is giving up a whole bunch of stuff for Trey Young. He is the definition of liability on defense.
Period.
So you don't think nobody will trade for him?
I'm pretty sure
I'm not
somebody
saying they
will,
won't trade for
but
him.
they're
I'm
not
saying
the
he ain't getting
money.
no Kyrie trade. He ain't getting no 2 first-round picks, 2 good players, you know what I'm saying, or 4 first-round picks with some players. He's not getting a trade like that.
Trey Young's a superstar in the league.
No. Okay. He's a big name. He's a big name.
What do you define a superstar as?
You ain't no
First of all,
if
he
you
ain't got no
ain't tell
championships though, bitch.
if you ain't put
What you
Jason
say?
Tatum
What you
as a
say?
superstar,
What you say?
you
What you
better
say,
not put
Elliot?
no this little short dude a superstar.
What you say, Elliot? I'll be with you in a second, Howard. What you say,
I mean,
Elliot?
he hadn't won any
Good.
championships
2 years
yet.
ago, you
So
said the
you got
Man,
to
same
be
that
a
thing.
superstar to win a
no, you
championship?
don't have to be a championship to be a superstar. Man, ain't nobody trying to hear that. No,
He ain't
but
even
Y'all
got
you
close
talking
to
to
winning.
somebody that don't even think they team gonna win don't win. He said
super
last week the Lakers ain't no good, and they his
as
team.
a
Y'all listen to
superstar,
that?
They're
here's my
not winning
thing.
a championship. I mean, they're my team,
As
but
a
they're not winning a
superstar,
championship.
at
They
some
can't beat
point,
Phoenix. They can't
someone
beat.
has to acknowledge you as an MVP candidate. And at no point in any point in his career at this point has Trae Young ever even been acknowledged as an MVP candidate.
I mean, he's a
Even
superstar
Jason
in
Tatum.
Atlanta.
Okay,
You
most
might.
NBA
I would
players
just
are
want.
superstar in the
So
area.
would y'all consider him a star?
In Atlanta.
I'm
Oh, I'm talking
gonna
about the
say
NBA.
no.
No.
I'm gonna say yes as to
I'm,
not be a hater, but I will say this because you can't deny what basketball skills he does have. I would
Right, he
say
got
this:
skills.
if I'm building an organization, there would be dozens. I mean, a whole lot of dozens of players that I would get to begin a team before Trae Young even came in the picture.
Man,
Like
Agreed.
every team has a player that I would probably
Agreed.
take above Trae Young. Like every single team has a player that I would pick before Trae Young.
you talking about guards or just a player?
Player, just players. Period.
Every team?
Every
Said
single
every
team.
team.
Because I was just sitting here looking at Houston. Yeah, absolutely. I would take Green over Trae Young. I would take Smith over Trae Young.
All right, man. I'm gonna let y'all slide with that
Hey
one.
You
man, hold
can't,
on.
Bishop.
You
This
done
the
been to
real
the
truth.
wreck. You done been to the wreck where you playing with a dude that's little and he can shoot from wherever, but he getting cooked on the other end and y'all never win. Cause if he ain't perfect, because he's ball dominant and he miss a lot, you lose a lot because he brings nothing on the other side. So if he ain't on, it's a L if you depending on him. Cause he brings nothing else to the game.
Wow, that's weird.
He doesn't
I don't even think he
rebound.
even make his teammates
And
better.
all of his
I only think
right,
he
that's
make
what I'm
his
saying.
teammates better.
All his assists, Howard, if you look at his assists are Trae assists. Like he's doing his thing and he's passing the ball as if to like pad his assist stats. Like it's
How did
not
he do
like
that?
no, okay, so you remember Russell Westbrook was chasing the triple double?
Yes.
It was he was creating situations specifically to try to hand off to make an assist. So if it's not a guaranteed assist, he would rather take the shot. Because to me, it's not about moving the ball with him. It's about getting the counting stats.
All right, he was
Yeah,
stat
okay.
pad. I'll go with that, but you just said if it's not a guaranteed assist, he would rather shoot the ball. I mean, shouldn't that be everybody's philosophy?
No, because if I pass the ball to Howard and Howard know he can make the extra pass too, which should be close to a guaranteed assist, I know that's going to be there. My concern ain't what happens to the ball after I pass it. My concern is making the best basketball play when I have the ball in my hand. And I
Right.
don't think that's his particular style of play. I mean, but that's him. He's still talented. Can't take nothing away from him. It's just not my style of player. I don't
Exactly.
like dribble guys.
And I
All right.
like a guard that can defend. Remember what happened to Isaiah Thomas of Boston? He could pass and shoot, but he could defend nobody. And they used
And
that
I
against him.
and Howard, I take Isaiah Thomas in his heyday over Trey right now.
Yeah. All day.
I
I
know.
would
I
take the
No,
know.
I'm
best
talking
of
about Isaiah
Isaiah
that played with
Thomas.
Boston.
That's what I'm talking
I'm
about.
talking about
I
the one
take
that
the
played with
best.
Boston. Oh, okay.
I take the Boston Isaiah and what he was doing over Trey.
Oh,
Because at
right.
least Isaiah used to try to
He
play
was looking to
defense. It's
pass the
just
ball.
people used to just work him. You know what I'm saying? Trey don't even look
He trying to
like
play.
Jason Kidd say, you got to participate at least on that end. You at least got to participate.
All right. Cleveland Knicks, man. What do y'all think about that series?
Yeah,
Going
that's
7.
the only toss up to me. Yeah.
You think it's going 7?
But hold up. All depends on if Randall plays. It all depends what he's looking like right now. I don't know if he's going to play the first game or 2 games or whatever. They can't get in a hole and expect to beat Cleveland. I think Cleveland can beat them in 7. But if Randall don't play, I think they'll do it in 6.
This the only one. I mean, so to
I got
me, if he
Cleveland
don't
in
play the
7.
first 2 games, it don't matter because those are going to be in Cleveland anyway. They really not expected to do that. If he comes back fully healthy in game 3, then okay, the series is where it is, where everybody expected it to be anyway. But having said that, I still think even without Randall, this is the ultimate in toss up because no one on Cleveland has any playoff experience. I don't know how important that is, but apparently it's very important because that's all everybody ever talk about. So you look at that, nobody on Cleveland has it. So when the series, comes down, their coach doesn't have the experience. None of the players do. The only one is Donovan. So I mean, do you trust Tibbs and the players that they have in New York? Brunson did his thing. That's to me the matchup. It's Brunson versus Spider. Whoever win that to me wins the series.
All right, who you got in the Golden State Kings? Do you think Golden State can pull that out, or you think Sacramento?
Golden State pull it out, man.
And how many games?
It's so hard to bet against them.
Golden State in 6.
In 6, Howard, what you got?
Because they don't play.
What?
Man, Sacramento's a good team, but they don't play defense.
Yeah.
So
They're
Golden
good
State can match them. I got to get to the champions to take that series. In 6.
In 6.
Golden State can't win on the road, man.
Yeah.
I don't. That's the thing, man. You look at both of them because like
That was
people
the
been
regular
disrespecting the Kings. Man, people been disrespecting the Kings all year, and they just keep doing it. You know what I mean? They got off to a little bit of a slow start, and then after that, they took off, man. And those young players like Murray, those guys, they're a full season, more mature. I
Yeah,
can't
but they
just
ain't been
give
there,
this to
bro.
Golden State, man.
Ain't nobody.
I mean, no, I
Only
get it,
person.
man, but man, Wiggins ain't
Only
played
person
in
been
like
to the
2.5
playoffs.
months, man.
Only person that's been to the playoffs in Sacramento is who? One person, right? He played for Golden State in the championship, right? That's the only
Yeah,
person.
you can't slight the
Yeah,
champs either,
Barnes got a
man. This is the
ring.
first round too.
Sabonis went,
Did he? Oh, he
Yeah.
lasted what a game? I mean, 2 games. They got swept.
They at least played 4 because they
They got swept.
lose.
They did. They got swept. Yeah.
All right, what do you think about the 76ers Nets, Elliot?
Oh, like 76ers.
It's just too much.
6, maybe 5.
Embiid is too much.
Yeah.
Embiid is too much. Embiid is playing his jack off, man.
So he won the MVP this year, then, right?
Not yet.
He should, hands down.
He should.
No, he won it. Season over. He's won that MVP.
I don't know, man. I'm listening to a lot of people,
he's
man.
Gonna win it. I mean, they haven't named.
They saying Giannis.
No,
they ain't even got what's name in it no more. They talk about Giannis, and it's between Giannis and Embiid.
Player of the month,
it's still some people who got Jokic in there though, man. I don't see it, but it's still people who got him in there.
I think Embiid
They
wins.
did name him player of the month for the 3rd time this season.
Who, Embiid?
I think Embiid wins it.
Man,
that was his 3rd.
He got my vote, and I don't even like the 76ers.
Me either.
He got my vote.
Yeah, he would have had my vote too.
Would have?
Yeah.
I don't have one, so I'm saying had I had a vote, he would have gotten my vote. But since I don't have one,
your vote is counted.
I mean, okay, I appreciate that. Then he has my vote.
Okay, that's fine. Your vote is counted. Your vote is counted. All right, man. Look, so in the first round, the Nuggets plays whoever wins the Pelicans OKC. Y'all see that as a sweep?
Not necessarily. You know, if Minnesota loses to the
They don't.
Lakers, then
Yeah, if
it's the
Minnesota loses, it might be
Minnesota.
Minnesota,
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Minnesota
yeah,
can
yeah.
still
It
get
could
it.
be, yeah. Yeah. Do you
or it
think?
could be the Lakers.
Hey,
Wouldn't
hey.
that be
That's the
something?
team. That's the only team they don't want to see because Jokic notoriously does not play well against Anthony Davis for some reason. So
Athleticism.
that's the team that they don't want to see.
Let me ask
As a
you a
matter of fact,
question, man. How y'all feel about the play-in game?
I love it.
I don't like it.
yeah, I like
I
it.
like it.
I like that it has caused teams
You like the
that
bubble, Elliot?
normally would have
I
been
did.
given up. It gives them an opportunity
Okay.
to, you know what I'm saying, keep playing. You know what I'm saying? I hate that. I hate what Dallas did, in other words. So, you know, the more teams that you can keep from doing what Dallas did and sitting 5 starters, come on, man. How you gonna sit all 5 starters in the game? And that's just crazy to me. So
They were hurt.
if it keeps them from doing that, okay. Feelings, maybe.
No, they feelings wasn't hurt. The front office feelings was hurt. Because some boys said they wanted to play. They ain't had nothing to do with sitting down. They
Hey,
said it was
hey,
the
Well, it
front
was
office
another team
made
that
it
hey.
did.
clear.
Oh, they were,
Made
and
it clear.
Luca was mad.
But
Luca
Yeah,
that
won't
was the only
happen.
team that did that.
because they had a
Yeah,
chance to get into the play-in.
but they needed some help though, and that's the thing.
They
And
weren't gonna
as
do
it
nothing
turns
anyway.
out,
It don't matter.
it ended up being the right decision because OKC won out, so it wouldn't have mattered. But
Right.
it's just the point. They weren't trying to just miss it. They was trying to get in the top 10 so they can keep their pick instead of getting to the Bulls.
hmm And they still might lose it, so it don't matter.
Because it's a
They
lottery.
don't know what's gonna happen right now. Yeah, they still might lose it. So it's a gamble right now for them.
Who's coming
That's
out the
right.
East?
Who you think?
Boston?
Come on,
Giannis.
man. You see it, don't you? Pay
Hey,
attention. You
the
see it.
Bucks, man.
It's on. It's on for a
I think
reason.
it's a coin flip, but I lean Bucks.
Who is the corn flip?
Love it.
Bucks and who?
Boston and Milwaukee.
Philly, Boston, and Milwaukee. I think Philly could do
Philly
it
is
too.
Philly
in
not
that?
making it.
I
Philly
think
is in
Philly
it.
could do it
Philly
too.
not
You
Yeah,
making.
gotta,
Philly
you can't
is it.
count Philly
Yeah,
out
Philly
of there.
can't do it.
Yeah.
Philly can't do it.
You can't count Philly
They
out of
can't
there.
do it.
But
Let me ask you a
Bucks
question.
They can't do it,
If
Bishop.
Philly
favorite.
don't go to the Eastern Conference Final, you think Doc going?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
See?
a
Yes.
possibility.
Yeah, that's a strong possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they better
hmm
get it together.
I think anything short than actually winning the championship is
Oh
a
no.
failed season
Oh
for them.
no.
No, if they get to
If
the
he
Eastern Conference Finals,
Yeah,
he'll
I
keep
think
his
he
job.
good. Yeah, I think he good if they get there.
That
I think
means he had to
if
go
they
through
lose
Boston to
next
do that,
round to the
though.
Celtics, right? If they lose next round to the Celtics, I think he might be done.
And they can't beat us in a 7-game series. I'm sorry. I'm just letting the world know they can't do it.
Mhm.
They don't want to. They rather play Milwaukee than us. Real talk.
Back up.
We're a bad matchup for them, man.
God, man.
We're a bad matchup for them.
Anybody want a
They can't
puppy?
do nothing with us, man.
He almost a year old.
That means
So
he
you
about
actually
standing
think?
your height.
So you actually think they're going to the conference finals?
Who that? Boston?
Yeah.
Of course. They're gonna win
That
it. They're going to the
that's the
NBA
toss up
championship
one.
again, bro.
All 3 of those are toss
They're
up
going
with me.
again.
Like if you tell me Boston won, I'd be like, okay. If you told me Philly beat Boston and Milwaukee, I'd be like, okay. If you tell me Milwaukee won, I'd be like, okay. Any one of those 3 teams I could see going. If anybody else wins, it would be a
Hey,
shocker.
Howard, meet me for
Huh?
lunch Friday. I want to collect your paycheck and take it down to Rivers.
All right. All right. Let's make that happen.
All right. So who we got coming out the East?
Make
Tony?
that happen.
I'm leaning Bucks, so I'm gonna stay Bucks because they got home court the whole time.
Elliot, who coming out the East?
The Bucks.
You
I
already know,
I
Bishop.
know
You ain't gotta
I
ask
know
me.
you know.
NBA
All right.
champion.
You already
right
know.
there, the Bucks.
Go
Look,
ahead.
Bishop.
Bucks win the
Bishop.
championship.
We can go into Philly and win, and we can definitely go into Milwaukee and win. We are the team to beat, man. Don't sleep on us. We coming, baby. We're going back. We're going back to the championship.
Back to back.
For real. We're going back. You know it. and we're gonna win it this time though.
I'm gonna tell you
Different
the
story.
one vote y'all talking
We're
about
gonna win it this
MVP. The
time.
most important vote
Can't get past
in
Giannis.
season this year is they better pray in Boston that Jaylen Brown becomes All NBA. Because if he becomes All NBA, that Supermax blows any other team out of the water, and they ain't got to worry about losing
What?
him.
All
So,
right. Who's coming out the West?
oh man,
Phoenix.
Mm.
I got Phoenix.
I'm leaning
Phoenix and the
Phoenix,
Bucks.
man.
Phoenix and the Bucks in 6.
I'm gonna sound crazy, I know it, but to
You
me,
crazy.
the Lakers have
Elliot,
gotten to being as good a
I like that
team
sound though,
as they
Tony. I like
were
that.
when they won the title. I'm not saying they have the best team, but I'm saying they are as good a team as far as having the right pieces, people who play roles. Austin Reeves is something that nobody could have projected, nobody could have
I
expected,
just
and
don't
he's
think the
giving
Lakers
them
gonna be able to.
exactly what they need.
Yeah.
They're not gonna be able to win on the road, man. I don't think they're gonna be able to win on the road. They need home court advantage to get there. They're
And,
not
and
gonna beat
Howard,
Phoenix
man,
on the road.
if you look at
They won't beat.
their record since the trade, they were
I
15
get
and
that,
7
Tony.
since the trade.
Think
Howard,
about this,
look,
Tony.
out of the
Think
7
about this,
games they
Tony.
lost, all 7 were missing either LeBron or AD.
Tony. All I'm gonna
Oh
say
no,
is
I'm sorry, 6
you're
out of
t-
7. Sorry, my bad.
you're talking about the. I told you the Lakers was playing well. I thought they was gonna make the playoffs. Period. Not even had to play in the playing game. But then they went on that stretch where they lost a few games and messed their own selves up.
The one
But
game was the Houston game. That's the one that kept them from being number 6.
right,
If they was number
right.
6, who would
Well,
they have been playing?
Sacramento.
Ooh, that was
Sacramento.
that was a victory too for them.
Yeah, but I think it's
Oh,
it's equally a victory over Memphis.
Whoa. Now I'm scared of that matchup.
I'm not at all.
yeah,
As a matter of fact,
because Memphis
I
don't.
think,
Memphis got 2 of their best defenders gone.
dude, man, them missing Adams means to me they have no chance.
I think the young boy
Jaren Jackson leads the league in fouling out, bro. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So
that's the
he's a
problem.
good
That's the
defender,
problem.
but when he has to be
That's
the
the
one to
problem.
guard AD and he leads the league in fouling out, dude, you take him out of that game, you no longer have Brandon Clark because he's out for good. You
Yeah,
no
that's the
longer have
problem.
Adams. Bro,
That's
I'm
gonna be the
telling you,
issue.
I think the Lakers
I'm with you on
actually
that.
have too much of a team because Memphis needs everything to go perfect. You know what I'm saying? And so I
Hmm.
don't think the Lakers have that same everything has to go perfect as the Memphis does, because Memphis is
I
without.
agree.
When you take any team, if you take 2 or 3 out of their top 7 players, you can't expect them to be the same team. So
Well,
that's
that young
why
boy Brandon, is it Brandon Clark? That's his name, Brandon Clark.
they got hurt.
That tore his Achilles. Yeah,
Yeah,
is it
yeah.
Clark?
He was the dude, man. He used to
Dude,
give
he was the
everybody
man.
problems off the bench, man.
So coming
Yeah,
out the East, who
yeah.
you got, Tone?
Out of the West,
The East.
the East,
He
I got the
already
Bucks
told you. He
still.
said the Bucks.
He
Okay,
Yeah.
got the Bucks.
Howard, you got the Celtics and
He got
you
the
got
Celtics.
You know
Milwaukee,
it.
right?
And I got the
You
Bucks.
know it. You
All right,
know it.
what do you got coming out the West, Tone?
I'm gonna go Suns, even though I'm leaning Lakers hard, man. But we just gonna remember this day that I ain't had a heart to pull the trigger, so I'm gonna go Suns. But in my mind, I really think the Lakers got what it takes. But at the same time, the Lakers could lose in the first round. You know what I'm saying? Just
No, they're
because
not losing in the first round.
no, I'm saying just because they up and down. You know what I'm saying? So
They
but
really could.
They're gonna
So
win in the first round.
they
if
play
they
Memphis.
got to go, that's what I go to say. That's gonna be a toss up with Memphis.
Yeah, bro. It ain't
They
like
can
it's
beat
a,
them,
The matchup that scared me first
but
round with them is Memphis. Cause them boys
say
and,
what?
and then the second round would be the winner of Golden State Sacramento if they were to beat Memphis. So you know what I
now,
mean?
if they got Golden
And
State, they in trouble.
Y'all sleeping on Golden State.
No, I don't think
I
they
ain't
can beat Golden
sleeping.
State.
I
That's
just
what I
need to
They
said.
see
They
what
beat
Wiggins
Golden
gonna be
State.
when he get back, man. Wiggins ain't played in 2 months, man.
It's the
That's a long
I
playoffs,
give
time
that
not
Tony.
to
to be
him.
playing basketball, man. Actually, 3
That's
months.
true. That's true.
That's all he
That's
needs is
true.
this
That's
first
why I
round to
say
get tuned up.
Yeah, bro, but they first round against a team that could potentially beat them. You don't you don't have to tune up, you know what I'm saying, when it's a potential L on the line.
So who you got coming out in the
mm,
West?
mm,
Tony said Phoenix.
I got Phoenix.
And Howard?
He'll say Denver.
Boy, this go. Now I ain't gonna say Denver, even though they really could because they play well at home. Um, I'm gonna lean towards Phoenix, but I'm also thinking Golden State can go back again, man.
We didn't
I'm
ask
just
what you
saying.
thinking. We want to know what you feel is gonna come out the West. Come on, man. Good answer. Give us
I
an
know
answer.
you glad we ain't got to put them Commanders in it no more.
What you on something tonight, man? You drinking tonight? You being real funny
You own
tonight,
something.
and you
Howard,
actually
what
is
you own
funny.
something,
You
bro?
funny tonight. You actually funny. I ain't gonna lie to you. You need to do some stand up.
He been watching his best Kendrick Perkins.
So that's funny. That's funny. So Tony, you got the Suns. How would you
Yeah.
have?
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say the Suns. I think they can do it.
And
Boston and Philly,
you got Philly,
Phoenix and Boston
Phoenix
in the
and Boston. Who
finals.
you got coming out the West, Elliot?
Phoenix and Boston in the finals.
I got Phoenix and the Bucks. Bucks are gonna win it in 6.
I think any one of them teams. I think the Sixers. I'm shaky about the Sixers though. I'm talking about winning it all.
Right.
I think the Bucks can win it all. I think Phoenix can win it all.
Go ahead.
Celtics can win it all.
There you go. Yeah, you too. Why you slowly saying that, man?
I'm really skeptical.
You hesitant.
I'm really hesitant to say Celtics can win it all. But I'm on.
Why? Tell me why. Why?
Because I just don't see them. They just don't look as good as they looked last year to me.
They don't.
They don't look as good as they did last year, but they still look good.
They look good,
they do.
But
they
not good as they don't look good as the Bucks. And not only that, I think the Bucks got another gear that they can go to.
No, they don't.
I don't think
Middleton hurt now.
No.
Who hurt?
Middleton hurt now.
No.
Middleton.
Oh, well, no.
That changes things there.
Yeah, he's in and out. He's.
But that's day to day. He's not out for the playoffs.
But he been day to day the whole season. Like he done played like 40-something games. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I do think, because here's the problem. I don't think the Celtics play as good a game this year as they used to play last year.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Their style is different.
What happened to them?
Who has played?
Who is the main?
Who has played?
I want everybody to answer this
We've
question.
won more games this year, but we ain't played as bad. We ain't played as good as we did last year.
Who is the main person
I'm not understanding
that caused them not to be as good as they were last year?
I don't think
Ime Udoka.
Nobody.
I don't think Tatum has been consistent.
Ime Udoka. It ain't it, man. How? And you compare it to last year. Remember they turned it on. They had a very slow start, and then from the second half of the season, they were the best team in the league. So it wasn't even close. No,
the second half of this season, they was waiting for the playoffs, man.
Right.
Come on,
I don't
man.
think their style of basketball is as good. I'm saying I don't think their style of basketball. I think that 3-point, like they play differently. It used to be drive and kick. Now it's just pass and kick. Like they don't have that same going to the hole. I think Tatum is settling too much for his jumper when he could easily be taking people off the dribble. Brown, to me, is the MVP of that team right now because
I disagree with you.
He does take it to the hole. He plays really good defense, and he shoots the ball.
Sometimes I think Brown.
I disagree with you on that. At times he is. That's both of them. At time. That's why the chemistry is good with the both of them.
But when you're a superstar, the
other guys around. Call yourself a Kobe fan.
Go there, bro.
Hear that. Go ahead, Howard.
Don't go there, bro.
Stop.
But what I'm saying is the upsides for us is Brogdon's going to be a big key for us this year. We didn't have him last year. That's running the point. So y'all saying that we won more games this year. We one more. We just got bored in the second half of the season. And have y'all seen Jason Tatum
Oh,
lately?
y'all got
Howard,
bored
Have
listen
you
of
to what
seen
I'm
him
Tatum
play
saying.
lately?
Howard, listen to
Tatum
what I'm
Have
saying.
you seen him
Don't
play lately?
don't get defensive. Just actually listen to what I'm saying.
I'm not being defensive.
What I'm
I'm
no
not
no no
being
no no.
defensive.
I'm saying, but hear
I'm
what I'm
watching my
saying.
boys every
Tatum
night. I
just
What I'm
watch
went
them
off.
every night
saying
they play.
is their
When they're horrible,
style
they're
of
horrible.
play now is less efficient than it used to be because now they're forcing a lot of threes that are not. I mean, they're
They're not
forcing contested
Tony. They're
threes.
not forcing them, Tony. They're wide
They
open.
are.
Most of the threes that they shoot are wide open. This is how the game has elevated, Tony.
Let me put you on
And
some
I'm not
next
being
gen stats,
defensive.
homie. No,
And I'm
no.
not putting.
But I'm
I'm not being
saying
defensive.
when you look at what when you look at what is considered an open shot is when if a player is not within 5 feet, they consider it a wide open shot. The Celtics are taking fewer wide open shots this year than they did last year. And the reason
They may
is because
be.
their game is more ISO this year than it was last year.
No,
All I'm
I
saying
disagree with you on the
is,
ISO.
no, I'm not.
I disagree with you on
I'm
the
not.
ISO.
That's not an
I
eye
disagree
test.
with you on the
We're
ISO.
saying, no, Howard. This is what I'm saying. Not an eye test. If you
I,
go and look at
okay,
next gen
explain
stats,
to me
if you
what you're
look at the
saying.
stats, the ESPN stats, their ISO game,
Don't
they're
tell me
more
about no
isolation.
stats. Don't tell me about no stats.
Howard,
I want you to tell me if you watch them play all year long, and then
Howard,
tell me
listen to me.
what you mean by the
Howard,
ISO.
listen to me, sir.
ISO means one player has.
Can
Hold
you
up.
identify?
ISO means
Uh-huh. Go ahead.
ISO
ISO
means
means
one
one
player has
player.
the ball.
Mm-hmm.
One player has the ball in his hands,
Mm-hmm.
and I believe more than 15 seconds. That's just
No, no,
me.
no, 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 no.
Shoot,
The
man, come
ISO
on,
game,
man.
what they consider ISO game is when a player takes a if a player goes more than one dribble and goes isolation on the player that he's playing in, they consider that isolation basketball. What I'm saying is they last year they had more catch and shoot shots than they have this year. I'm talking about not making them. I'm saying they're taking fewer catch and shoot buckets this year than they did last year. That's just
I'm trying to
statistical.
figure out what these stats. I
No,
mean,
dude,
I hear what you're
it's
saying.
literally people who
I,
track
I
every shot.
I hear what you're saying. You can say they track all they want, but I watch the games, Tony. Is what I'm trying to tell you. And I don't know what all them stats they talk about. I watch the Boston Celtics, and I tell you when they're doing the ISO game. When Jaylen Brown is doing ISO, when Jason Tatum is doing ISO. I know the
Man,
facts of the matter when they're doing ISO. Facts of the matter is they're taking shots that they know they can make. It's the same system. It's the same as Golden State. Same as Golden State. They move the ball just as well as Golden State does. All they doing is moving the ball. And when Curry gets open for a wide open shot and he misses the shot, he just missed the shot. These guys are shooting better from 3-point range. They share the ball just as well as they did last year. Now they get into some games. This is now if you were telling me that they shoot the three too much and operate on it too much, I would agree with you there. Because sometimes they get stagnant on that and they shoot threes. They shoot three. They go
that's
for
basically what
12
he
for
just
50
said, though.
shooting threes.
That's basically
No,
what he
that's
just
he
said.
didn't say that. He said
I was
ISO.
wait. You know what I'm
That ain't
saying?
what he said.
No,
You
Howard.
said
They have
ISO. You
taken
said
more. Hold on,
ISO.
Howard. They have taken more threes off the dribble this year than they did last year. They're shooting fewer catch and shoot threes this year than they did last year, which to me means that more of their offense than last year is coming off of isolation plays. And so you think ISO is limited to what like James Harden in the dribble, 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 dribble. No,
That's
isolation
ISO
is if
though.
you
That's what it
no,
is.
if you pass the ball to somebody that is ISO, but also isolation is if somebody is sitting there and it's 5 seconds left on the shot clock and you throw it to
I
them and
get
they have
that.
a man in their face, that's an
That's
isolation
ISO.
possession. That's what I'm
Of
saying.
course.
There's
I get
more
all of
of
that.
those this year than it was last year. I don't know why you're arguing with that when I'm sitting here reading it. I'm not trying to. I'm not making that up.
Yeah, you can like I said, you can read all you want, but if you watch their games, I watched every last one of their games. I might have missed two, maybe three.
How I get it, but do you track every possession? Things are
You
not
can. You
always
ain't got to
what they
track. You can watch the
seem, Howard.
game. You ain't got to track the
They are
possession.
tracking every
You ain't,
possession. Like that is their
dude.
job. So
I
that
don't.
all I
I
gotta
don't.
do in the
I
morning
don't.
is go and look at what they counted.
I don't care what. I don't care what they say.
Okay.
I'm just telling you. I don't care what they say. As
You
far as
sound like a
isolation,
fan.
you know what isolation is.
You,
You can.
you
You
sound
know
like
what
a
I.
fan.
No. I'm a true fan of the Boston Celtics, but when it's time for them to do, if they doing wrong, I'm gonna tell you that they're doing wrong. That I can tell you that all that. I watched my boys play all year long, bro.
You right, Todd.
They don't necessarily isolation.
Actually, Todd, I ain't even gonna
Everybody,
hate. I think they're better this year as far
they're
as
not as
talent.
good.
'Cause
They're not as
I think
good, but they got. I don't get
no.
what this is. I
Brogdon,
don't. The
I think they're a
conversation.
better
The second
team
best
that's
record in
not
the league.
playing as good as they did last year.
They're not
That's all
playing
I'm
as good
saying.
as they played last year.
I'm saying I think they're a better team this year than they were last year. I just don't think they're playing as well this year as they did last year.
So you
Last year they were
think so
more
you think the main reason that they're not as good is Ume.
coaching. Yep,
What do you think,
absolutely.
Elliot?
I say players. I say Tatum.
I say it was that woman.
Oh,
You said what? The woman?
Y'all,
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I should
yeah.
I should have said that. It's always time.
Got to put that on the list. Got to
I
put
should,
that on the
I'm
list.
just saying. I think she the reason.
so you agreeing with
I'm agreeing with Tony.
So-
Me and Tony saying the same thing.
you agree with
Yeah,
you
me
agreeing
and
with
Tony-
you
me
know
and
what?
Tony said the same thing.
And Bishop now Bishop, if you say see, you got me messed up right now.
What?
I look now Bishop,
I'm about to too.
if you would say the coaching is what has you hesitant, I would agree with you 100%
That's what
because he's
got
not
That's
proving
what
that coaching in these games.
Yeah.
If you,
Is that
I'm
not
talking
what
about
I
Bishop when
said?
you made the statement of why you, bro. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about the statement that Bishop made
Is that
earlier.
not what I
It's why
said,
he was
Elliot?
hesitating on saying that they was going to be that who would win the championship.
Is
Right.
that not what
He
I
was
just
hesitant
said?
on that
That
part.
was my hesitant. It wasn't Jalen
That's what I'm
Brown.
talking
It
about. What you
wasn't
said,
Tatum.
Bishop.
It wasn't none of that.
That's
It
all
was
I'm
all
saying.
about
Hold
coaching.
on.
The comment
So
that you
Elliot,
said.
what did I say?
It's why. It's why
Did
you.
I
It's why
not
you. It's
say?
why you said.
Okay, okay. Fans hear
Now,
what they
now they're
want to
saying
hear, man.
Miami was going to be the 7th seed. They about to get their hind parts with.
Oh no, they
Yeah,
done.
they
They
done.
done.
They done. It's
Oh yeah, it's
114,
over.
101. They done.
It's over.
They're not coming.
So now we play the Hawks.
Yeah, y'all gonna punish them. That's a sweep. You can get the broom out on that.
You know what, Loki? That might be why Miami went ahead and lost this game.
So that they can get
Oh,
They don't want to play no Milwaukee, man.
They would rather
They don't
play
want to play.
Philly. They would rather play Milwaukee than to play the Boston Celtics.
Well, shoot, right now, Tony, they might not be. They might be going home.
I don't think
You
the
can't
Bulls will
take that
beat them.
Chicago Bulls team. Don't think the Bulls team or Toronto can't beat them because they can.
they can.
I really
They
believe.
can.
You see what the Hawks just did to them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I watched them play the Hawks every other game this year, and so looking at this one, it feels like they was trying to avoid Boston. I can't say that for certain. I'm just saying it feels like they might have been trying to avoid Boston.
From where everybody else said that Boston
Especially
didn't
with
want to see
Middleton,
him.
who might miss a couple games. I'd rather see a Bucks team without Middleton than see a fully healthy Celtics team. So I'm just saying.
well.
Right now, Tone, they
Howard.
may not make it. They may not
That's
make
true.
it.
They rolling the dice. They definitely playing with fire.
They rolling it. Just exactly.
They don't have a team that can really do it, man.
I agree with you,
Miami don't
Bishop.
have a team that can. They don't have no team that can really do nothing for real. I mean, it's really
And-
impressive that they in this position to be.
And to me, it just
Yeah.
goes to show. It just goes to show how good Jimmy Butler really is, man. Like a lot of people sleep on him. He's that good,
Why
man.
does that go to show that? I don't understand.
Because he's gotten nothing from Lowry. Everything that they've done just been him and Bam. You know what I'm saying? It's
But
like
Lowry was their leading
they've been
scorer
two
tonight,
players-
Tone.
tonight.
Lowry was their leading scorer
I'm-
tonight.
but
I
I'm
mean,
saying,
you say he's got
if
nothing
Lowry
from him.
would have had 4-5 games like this all year, then they wouldn't even be in this play-in. They would be sitting down ready to play
But you know
against
this dude been hurt
They've
all
been
year
playing.
long, man.
but
He's
that's what I'm
playing injured.
saying. No, but that's what I'm saying, Howard. I'm not calling him a bum, but I'm saying if you can't
No,
be
I
out
know
there
that. I'm just
playing,
saying.
you know what I'm saying, then you're
Okay,
no
say
help.
that part.
You're just taking up $35 million of the salary cap.
Yeah, he
You
ain't
Ben
been playing
Simmons.
healthy all year. Yeah, pretty much.
Ooh, you been
His
Simmons.
back and his head.
That's
No,
crazy.
Hey, man.
I'm sorry. I would not disrespect Kyle
Man,
Lowry
just
ever
call
putting
Kyle
him in the
Lowry
same
old. No,
category
just
as Ben
call him
Simmons.
old.
We'll
Tony,
just call him
you can
old.
call him old though.
We'll call him old, but he ain't Ben Simmons.
He ain't Ben Simmons. He ain't Ben Simmons at all.
Hey,
Cause
Ben
he
Simmons is
he been
collecting a
playing
check at
hurt.
this point. Hey, Ben Simmons
Yeah,
is collecting a check at this point.
I would.
And we can't hate him for collecting his check.
Nah, we can't.
No,
No, we can't.
I'd be a 35,
no.
$38 million cheerleader all day, every day.
Stressed, mentally,
Yup.
I'll be all that, bipolar,
You-
all that.
you
Yeah,
bring me some pom-poms. $38 million?
Yeah, I had back spasms too.
He
too
might be
bad.
in 40 now, getting toward the end of that deal.
Yeah, he towards the end. All right, fellas, we got to get out here, man. That's the end of another show, man. It's Sports Talk Unfiltered. We see you guys
That went
next
fast.
Tuesday night at
Yeah.
9 p.m. Miami 1. We'll watch a little bit of this TNT, and then we'll see the Lakers, man, play if the Lakers
Go
win,
Lakers.
man. I don't think nobody want to see them boys, man, for real, man. I don't think nobody want to see them.
Who the
I'm
Lakers?
gonna tell you.
Yeah.
Hey, I will say this, and I was as big a hater on what Rob Pelinka had done, you know what I'm saying, to put this team together last year. I can say I don't think he could have done a better job undoing those mistakes than he did with
What
this
he
trade
messed
down
up on.
deadline
Exactly.
season. Yeah,
I
to
agree.
me, this
you
is
almost,
actually
you
a real
really,
team.
really, he almost with this season erased all the bad stuff he did.
Yeah, absolutely.
You almost
Absolutely.
don't even hold that
Kinda
against him
so.
no more.
As a matter of fact, I feel good
Yes.
in saying that if the Lakers had started the season with this team, they would be a top 4 seed.
Oh yeah, they've been in a better position.
Yeah,
They've been in a better
yeah,
position.
yeah,
Exactly.
no
I
doubt,
agree.
no doubt. Well, see,
I agree.
that Westbrook messed everything up, really.
It did, man. And it was just because they gave up so much
Right.
and picks. Like, they gave up bodies. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And then his desire after that, I'm going to fix it by going in and signing the AARP club. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody from that team is even in the league this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of those old guys that he signed, they all, you know what I mean? It was a year too much for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, yo, dude, you would have had the crushing team in 2016. 2016, if you could have fielded this team, y'all would have won every game.
Yeah,
They'd have been tough.
They would have. All right, fellas, we got to get out of here, man. We see you guys next Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Sports Talk Unfiltered. We'll talk about what happened in the playoffs
Deuces.
all week. Deuces, man. See you guys.
Go Lakers.
No doubt.